CBS The Bold and Beautiful reveals that Thomas will reportedly return to LA soon. The actor playing Thomas appeared on the set recently, and this is completely accurate news, so maybe Thomas will return soon. Thomas left LA because he wanted to avoid Hope. Thomas proposed to Hope many times but failed, and he and Hope love each other. But Hope absolutely does not want to marry him. Thomas, on the other hand, wants to have a serious family, and that was the reason why the two had conflicts that had led to their breakup. Thomas's plan is to start a new life in Paris, and that also helps him forget about Hope. But what will be the real reason to bring him back to LA? Does he want to get back together with Hope? Thomas was hurt when Hope refused to marry him, so that was not the reason for Thomas's decision to return to LA. Maybe Steffi called Thomas back to continue the hope for the future project. And this is a very important project for the company. It brought a lot of achievements in the previous collection launch. So this time a lot of expectations were placed on it. Zendy would never be able to understand this project better than Thomas, and Thomas is the only designer who can create impressive designs for the collection. Except for Thomas, no one can do this, and although Zendy is capable, he will not be able to replace Thomas. Steffi, as the company director, can't let the company fall into danger. Another reason why Thomas rushed back to LA was because Hope might have had a serious car accident. Even though Thomas left because he was angry with Hope, he still really cared about her. Hope is a single, so no one will be there to take care of her. Therefore, Thomas was forced to return to LA, even though he had just left not long ago. Thomas has only just gotten used to life in Paris, and now returning to LA could change everything, but Thomas was in no mood to care about that anymore. He's extremely worried about Hope, and if Hope is seriously injured, she will need someone by her side to take care of her. Thomas volunteers to stay by her side, and during this time, it's also possible that Thomas was simply bored with life in his life in Paris. Everything in LA is still very good, even though Thomas left here. Hope was a little unable to accept it at first, but eventually, she adapted. Hope no longer feels lonely, and she's also becoming closer to Finn. Only Thomas is lost and alone in LA. Douglas alone also doesn't accept to adapt life in Paris. Thomas feared that Douglas would not be able to integrate into the environment in Paris. Thomas missed his family very much, and he wanted Douglas to have a better life near his family. After all, in LA, there are more relatives and friends, and Thomas would be less lonely, and Douglas would not have to feel the shock of changing his environment.